If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from SoFi. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Herbert gonna throw on this first play. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They're gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
On first down, right back to Harris. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. Harris, first down, he's not done. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On play action, now Herbert. He connects with Disley. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mike Williams. Touchdown Chargers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Herbert now on 1st down. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On play action now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Throwing, Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They run it over center with Harris. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, L.A. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him so we'll step aside. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Third and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one. A deep shot for Rice. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Conklin goes in motion. On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Now it's Harris. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
On third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Mahomes back. That one pulled in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They put Kelce in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. 1st down picked up. Now Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over.
And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Herbert. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Harris. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Herbert to the air again. Open man is the tight end Disley. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Williams in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Pass caught right side by Conklin.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here.
That is caught. What a throw. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Final play of this first half. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach, Jonathan, all yours. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Yeah! A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to third down. We see it here, big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He's got room to roam. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes now to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut the lead down to 4.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a first down. That'll be a first down, a gain of 10.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Conklin goes in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Conklin goes in motion. Here's Harris. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Conklin goes in motion. A run with Harris. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Herbert. That one complete to McConkey.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. And in motion is Brown. On third down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a 3-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open. There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
Conklin goes in motion. On play action now, Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to be taken down.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's into the end zone yet again. Najee Harris. Touchdown, L.A. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the Chiefs punter. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
Conklin goes in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, L.A.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Conklin goes in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 15-yard pickup there. First down, KC.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. Second down and 3. Right back to the air for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Rice open. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Mahomes now to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Off the play fake. Here's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he'll get about 5. On play action, it's Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On play action. Now Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Conklin goes in motion. A run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the ground, this is Harris. And he's got another one. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. 14 on the pickup, and the Chiefs have a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, a big third down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens. But we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Herbert down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.